Morning, guys. I hope you're all doing good. It's just a quick one on the payment terms template. A load of yous have been in touch about the template, which I mentioned on Going Out Alone. I've been promising to upload this to the group for a while into the files. I'm going to do that now. I had to just do a bit of editing and get all my business logo and all that sort of stuff off. I've just not had the time to do it, but I've messed about with it last night. And I'm going to fire it up there this morning, but I'm also going to start chucking on some of the blog posts just so they're more easily accessible, so you can just download them straight to your phone rather than have to be online and searching through the announcements to find all the blogs. So I'm going to try and sort of copy and paste all the blogs onto the files, and also I'll get the payment terms set up. So in Going Out Alone, there's a chapter in there called Who Sets the Payment Terms, which I wrote about, and it's based on my experiences working as a domestic plasterer. So it's not so much talking about the commercial stuff or even working for trusted builders. It's more focusing on the domestic side of things. So you're doing lots and lots of smaller jobs, and it's about taking control of how and when you get paid, really. I know it's a bit of a taboo topic, taking deposits, and I know a lot of guys have the philosophy of you don't pay a penny until you're completely happy with the job, and that's how they operate. I respect that. I appreciate that's how a lot of yous work, and that works for you, and that's fine. But if it doesn't work, and in my case that didn't work, because my view is just based on experience. It's always better to separate your business operations in terms of money and your personal life. And what I was doing is I was using my own cash, my own savings, to cash flow jobs, and I was almost becoming like a credit facility for my customers. And when you've got a couple of landlords or whatever, and it's all a handshake kind of thing. I ended up doing 2 or 3 hours at one stage and getting owed in quite a bit of money, and which I weren't seeing. I did get the money in the end, but it was a number of months. So I was using money that I needed to eat and for my kids and to pay the mortgage. I was using that money to cash flow and to finance jobs and to pay my lads. And again, if you're running a smaller scale, or if you're doing lots of commercial work, or you're doing stuff for builders, you can normally work something out with them in terms of how and when you get paid. But if you're marketing as a small business in your local area, and you're just getting random leads coming in, you don't know who they are, and they're asking you to come and plaster their house, my angle is you need to protect yourself, remain professional, provide a top-notch service, and go the extra mile for the customers. But at the same time, you've got to protect yourself, and you've got to state how and when you're going to be paid. So rather than just agreeing to their terms, which is what a lot of us do, we sort of supply labour, materials, we part with our time. Sometimes we hire in help. We've got the fuel and all the overhead, and we sort of shoulder all the risk. We shoulder 100% of the risk, and then we wait at the end of the job. We wait, with our crossed fingers to get paid and hope that they pay us on time. And most of the time they probably will, but there is that odd time where they won't. And if it hasn't happened to you yet, because a lot of people sort, oh, that's never happened to me, I've always been paid. It will happen. It's just a matter of time. Some people get caught out, and they're pally up until the invoice goes in, and then they start ghosting you, and it's like they've left the country. So we've all been there, and so if you haven't been there yet, you will be there. So the payment terms, to what I personally do is anything over £1,000 I take 25%, and then when I've finished and completed and dusted down, cleaned up, I hit them for the 75%. So to me that's fair. It wouldn't be fair if it was 75 up front and 25 at the end, but to me 25%'s, it's a fair shout. You're shouldering the risk, you're buying materials, and you're you're taking that risk. So it's a way of just booking in the job. It's a way of weeding out non-payers and late payers, and also it's a good tool to secure that job into your diary. There's been a few posts on Trial Talk where people have been messed about late notice. So the job's booked in, you might even have the materials ready to go in your lockup or in your van, and you get the text. And I'll talk about this in Going Out Alone as well, where this scenario happened to me. So I just started getting into IWI, and I'd bought, I think it was about 780, I know the amount because it pissed me off. It was about 780 quid's worth of 100mm Celotex, which is the laminate board, and that got banked into the garage, and this was due to start within the next couple of days. And I got the text late on the night before we're due to start the job. Basically, it was a short text that just said, decided to go EWI, don't need you here tomorrow now, Stu. I've done other work for this couple, they're a lovely couple. Don't need you here now, Stu. Thanks again, Emma. And I just remember thinking, hang on a minute, I've ordered this product in, and it's non-returnable because I ordered it through Bailey's, and they ordered it in for me, and they did say, look, it's non-returnable. So I ended up getting stuck with 800 quid's worth of gear and no work. And when that happened, although I was able to eventually utilise these boards on future works a couple of months later, luckily, and I did have somewhere to store them, but not everybody has. And so after that experience, I decided I need to start really thinking about the booking terms and the payment terms in my business, and not just sort of be, you go in with the handshake philosophy. Oh yeah, I'll do, no worries, I'll do that for you, no problem at all. Oh, you want that room doing as well? Yeah, that's fine, we'll skim that out for you, no problem at all. Before you know it, you can end up, a house and a half in the hole, and you're owed in, you could be owed in £5,000, and you're paying your lads, you're paying your supplies, you're paying your fuel, you've got so much overhead. You've got to also pay your personal costs, your mortgage, you're paying for your kids and all the rest of it, and you can end up hitting a wall. So the cash flow template, the payment terms template is there just to protect you, protect your small business. And another thing that it does that's good is it will double the speed of your cash flow. So rather than you starting a job that might take 2 or 3 weeks, supplying everything and then getting paid 3 weeks or a month later, you're going to get paid twice. You're going to get paid when you book it in. So as soon as you book a project in, you're getting paid. As soon as you complete, you're getting paid. So you end up, your cash flow ends up doubling speed, and it's brilliant. So you've always got cash trickling into the business rather than it coming in fits and starts. It's going to start coming in at a regular pace. So have a look at the template. It might suit you, it might not. You might be a bigger business, you might do commercial work, in which case you might be a big limited company, in which case this isn't going to really benefit you. It's more for the sole trader and the 1 to 2 to 3 man setups like myself, where you need that regular weekly cash coming in to cover costs. So I hope it's helped. Have a look. I'll download some more of the blog posts, and if there's any other files that you guys want up on there, or if you've got any ideas of stuff that could help members really, including the apprentices and the young guys, any files that you think could help, I'm not sure whether you can upload them. If not, ping them to me and I'll upload them. But have a good weekend, and catch you soon. Cheers guys, thank you.